Welcome to Animal Atlas. Come with us around the globe and explore the animal world and its jungle animals and desert creatures. We'll meet wildlife on the savannah and see our underwater friends. And animals from the Arctic Circle. Anywhere, everywhere animals live. It's always an adventure. Today on Animal Atlas, we're heading to bear country. No, we're not headed to Africa. That great continent has more than its fair share of majestic animals. From lions to elephants and rhinos, hippos and zebras. Only in the wilds of Africa will you find meerkats and cheetahs and African wild dogs, warthogs and ostriches, gorillas, hyenas, and chimpanzees. Think Africa has cornered the market on wild animals? What you won't find in Africa is a single bear. That's right, Goldilocks, not one bear. Where are all the bears? Let's head first to the New World. Meet the American black bear. This animal lives in the moist forested areas of North America, in 32 U.S. states, and in northern Mexico and Canada, although expanding human habitation has reduced its territory a great deal. It's estimated that in the 1500s, more than 2 million black bears roamed the forests of North America. Now, barely 200,000 remain in the wild. The American black bear, whose scientific name is Ursus americanus, is considered a medium-sized bear. They are generally black-furred with a brown muzzle. Though they stand just 2 to 3.5 feet at the shoulder, they are 5 feet long and can weigh close to 400 pounds. Shosh, however, a 12-year-old resident of the Heritage Park Zoo in Arizona, is an exception. This American black bear weighs a whopping 565 pounds, nearly twice the average weight, but he wears it well. And he eats sensibly and exercises regularly. Though he does enjoy watching the world go by while sitting comfortably in his jacuzzi. His story is a touching one. When Shosh was just 3 months old, his mother was illegally shot by a hunter. But the hunter did the right thing by turning himself in and leading the rescuers to the location of the helpless orphan cub. Shosh was lovingly cared for by humans, and he survived. But without his mother to teach him how to be a bear in the wild, he is dependent on humans for the rest of his life. But Shosh is doing just fine. Thank you very much. American black bears, in fact, are the subject of some of our favorite animal stories. Think of the teddy bear. More than 100 years ago, President Theodore Roosevelt, known as Teddy, joined a hunting party in Mississippi. The hunters were in pursuit of black bears, like Shosh, or like this fella. But the only bear that the hunters could find was an old one who was too tired to run very fast. Someone caught it and tied it to a tree and offered it to the president to shoot. What did Teddy Roosevelt do? He pardoned it, of course, and set it free. Almost immediately, the plush bears we are all familiar with started appearing everywhere. Teddy's Bears. But that's not all. The United States Forest Service's mascot, Smokey the Bear, is also an American black bear. Smokey's real-life counterpart was a living bear cub who was caught in a wildfire in the Capitan Mountains in 1950. Though his paws and hind legs were burned, he survived. Hopefully, Smokey also had a nice tub of water to soothe his scorched hide. Actually, bears have long been the subject of stories, legends, and fables. There's Paddington Bear, and Winnie the Pooh, and Yogi Bear, and Care Bears, and Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and many, many more. Though we humans are a little wary of their great size and strength, bears are animals we want on our side. Bears often appeared as heraldic symbols on coats of arms. The state flag of California displays a bear. And just look up in the night sky. The constellation Ursa Major is the Great Bear, while Ursa Minor is the Little Bear. Bears, bears everywhere, right, Josh? Bears are some of the most recognizable animals in the world. But what are they exactly? Bears are related to the dog family, and the family resemblance is nowhere more clear than in the long snout. The dog family, of course, is more than just domestic dogs. There's wolves and foxes too. But where members of the dog family are carnivores, most bears are omnivorous, meaning they will eat just about anything. From fruit to vegetables to insects, including flies on paws. Yum! Polar bears are the exception. They are the one completely carnivorous bear, their favorite food being seals. Sorry, but it's true. Though bears have good hearing and eyesight, at least as good as ours, it's their sense of smell that's extraordinary. Bears use their sense of smell to find food, or even just to gather information about the world around them. How good is a bear's sense of smell? This polar bear would be able to smell carrion, like a dead whale, 20 miles away. That's some nose. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll meet some more extraordinary bears. But first, let's see if you can guess this animal fact. How many different types of bears are there? A, 3. B, 5. C, 8. Or D, 16. The answer coming up when we return to Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? How many different types of bears are there? The answer is C, 8. We've met Shosh, the American black bear. Say hello to Betsy, the brown bear. Brown bears, like black bears, live in forests, but brown bears are more likely to venture out into open meadows, river valleys, and even treeless plains. Brown bears can be found in many more places than black bears. They live not only in North America, but in Asia and Europe as well. The brown bear is a large bear, more than twice the size of most black bears, weighing between 500 and 900 pounds. Besides sheer size, since some black bears can be brownish in color, the easiest way to identify a brown bear is by its distinctive hump of muscle and fat over its shoulders, its slightly flat profile, and its long claws on its front paws. Brown bears also have small ears and long, thick fur. Brown bears look more like teddy bears than the teddy bears themselves. The great grizzly bear, one of the largest bears in the world, is a type of brown bear, the Alaskan brown bear. And the polar bear is descended from brown bears who just kept heading north, beyond the trees, to where the land vegetation was almost non-existent. If you're starting to think that the reason we don't find bears in Africa is because bears are only found in the northern hemisphere, meet the spectacled bear. This bear is South America's only bear. Spectacled bears live in the Andes mountain range and outlying areas, from western Venezuela to Bolivia. What other animal might they have found in the wild in years gone by? The llama, for one. Yes, the Andes forests are quite different from forests in the north. The home of the spectacled bear is rainforest and cloud forest. Though spectacled bears are medium-sized bears, they are the second largest land mammal in all of South America. Only the tapir is larger. Spectacled bears are the last remaining representative of the short-faced bears, but it is their markings which really distinguish them. Whitish or cream fur spectacles ring the spectacled bear's eyes, like a pair of glasses or spectacles, giving each individual bear a distinctive set of markings. In fact, no two animals have the same facial markings. Their spectacles are completely unique, in the same way that no two zebras have the exact same stripe pattern, or no two gorillas have the same nose print, or no two humans share the same fingerprints. When scientists study these pairs in the wild, they photograph them for identification. Spectacled bears aren't the only bears found in the southern hemisphere. There's one more bear living below the equatorial line. The sun bear, the smallest member of the bear family, weighing only an average of 100 pounds, about the weight of one of Shash's forearms. The sun bear also has the shortest and sleekest coat of all the bears, probably an adaptation to the warm lowland climate where they live, in the subtropical regions of Southeast Asia. Who might a sun bear meet in the forest where it lives? Would you believe an orangutan? This bear country is a far cry from the wolves and mountain lions in the American black bear's territory, wouldn't you say? Sun bears are also called honey bears, and it's easy to see how this animal's extra long tongue is perfectly suited for getting at honey and insects, inside of trees and other tight places. Yes, they do enjoy the sun, but that's not why they're called sun bears. See that pale orangish yellow horseshoe-shaped crescent on the sun bear's chest? In folklore, that marking is said to represent the rising sun. In the Malay language, sun bears are also called Basindo Nan Tenggil, which means he who likes to sit high. Yes, here's a bear who likes to sit high, tongue ready, in case there's honey or insects to be had. Another bear with very distinctive markings is the giant panda. Their black and white fur, with black around the eyes and ears, on a white furred face, have made these animals one of the most easily recognized animals in the world, right up there with the giraffe or the elephant. Giant pandas aren't giant-sized compared to our friend Shash or the big brown bears, but they usually weigh more than 200 pounds. All the giant pandas in the wild are found in the dense bamboo forests of western China and nowhere else. Of all the bears in the world, the panda's range is the smallest. And while other bears eat just about anything, giant pandas only eat bamboo, the one plant in great abundance where they live. For many years, scientists argued if this unusual animal was even a bear at all. Many thought it was more closely related to the raccoon family. But DNA has proved that yes, indeed, the giant panda is a true bear, related to the American black bear, the brown bear, sun bears, spectacled bears, and polar bears too. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll take a closer look at the big white bear of the north. But first, let's see if you can guess this next animal fact. Bears are found in all parts of the world except A, Australia, B, Africa, C, Antarctica, or D, all of the above. Don't go away, the answer coming up right after this on Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? Bears are found in all parts of the world except... The answer is D, all of the above. Yes, we already know that in the wild, we aren't going to find a bear lumbering along in the same vicinity as an African elephant, or a giraffe, or a rhinoceros for that matter. But neither are we ever going to find a bear where the kangaroos hop, hop, hop by, or where the koalas live in eucalyptus trees. Ha! Did we fool ya? No, koalas may sometimes be called koala bears, but they're not bears at all. They're marsupials, pouch-bearing mammals just like the kangaroo or the wallaby. The word bear probably got linked to koala because this distinctive animal looks, well, cuddly, like a plush toy. Cuddly, like a teddy bear. See? A cuddly, cute, oh, you little koala bear. which, aside from koalas and bears both being mammals, there's no relation at all. But no bears in Antarctica? Think we forgot about the polar bear? No. The polar bear is an Arctic bear, all right, but this mighty bear dwells in the frigid north, in the vicinity of the North Pole. And not in the south, where you'd be likely to meet this recognizable creature. No, you will never see these two animals together in the wild. Penguins hail from the south, while polar bears are the apex predator of the southern edge of the Arctic ice pack, in the vicinity of the North Pole. Yes, the range of the polar bear covers the top of the world, where there's very few animals other than the polar bear, seals, and maybe a beluga whale. In the wild, polar bears spend most of their time on coastal land near open water. Polar bears are solitary animals who are active at all times of the year. No long winter sleep for this big bear. They are the best hunters of all the bears. They have to be, since they are almost exclusively carnivores and must hunt other animals for a meal, rather than sit down with some fruit, vegetables, honey, or bamboo shoots like other bears. Though we've seen how other bears love the water, the polar bear is as close to an aquatic bear as seems possible. They are extraordinary swimmers who can cruise through the water at 6 miles per hour, using only their front legs for locomotion. The polar bear's front feet are webbed, making paddling through the water a snap. And the rear feet? They act as rudders for steering. Diving with their eyes open and their nostrils closed, polar bears can stay submerged underwater for a full 2 minutes. The polar bear is built for swimming. See how its head is small and tapered? Very unlike the brown bear's huge round head. The polar bear's head cuts through the water much like a bow of a ship. When polar bears are out of the water and walking along, they might seem pigeon-toed and bow-legged. See? But these are adaptations that enable polar bears to maintain their balance on slippery ice. In addition to this, except for the balls of their feet, the soles are covered with hair, making a sort of non-skid tread. Bears in general seem to walk, well, flat-footed. This is true as bears are plantigrades, like we are, walking on their entire foot, rather than on their toes, as digitigrades, like, say, zebras or cheetahs. Watch. When walking, bears place their feet flat on the ground, lifting the heel and sole of the foot off the ground with each step. When searching for food, bears usually walk slowly, with a shuffling movement. But this doesn't mean they can't run fast if they need to. This huge brown bear can run at speeds close to 35 miles per hour for short distances, which is fast enough to catch a horse. Though bears vary in size, they all have a strong body and powerful legs and are covered with thick fur. But there are exceptions. The giant panda's rear legs are not as strong as its front legs, which may be one of the reasons that it can't run very fast. It can roll, but it's no great runner. Though pandas look soft and cuddly, their fur is actually very thick and coarse. But maybe the most startling bear fact of all is that the polar bear is not white. It just looks that way. Polar bear fur is actually colorless. Each hair is hollow, and the hair reflects light to make the bear look white. The polar bear's skin is black to absorb heat, and its long, hollow guard hairs act as an insulator and for buoyancy. The polar bear is the biggest of the bears. In fact, this bear is the biggest of the land carnivores alive today. How big is big? A polar bear is more than 5 feet tall at the shoulder, with a standing height from 8 to 11 feet. That's as tall as an African elephant. Males can weigh close to 1,000 pounds. And how big are those feet? Would you believe 12 inches long and 10 inches wide? Yes, sometimes, where bears are concerned, appearances are deceiving. Sometimes not. There are beauties in bear country and comedians. There are those with a dance in their step and a song in their heart. There are big bears and smaller bears. And bears with an appreciation of the finer things in life. For more fun animal facts and news, visit our website at www.animalatlas.tv. See you there. Don't go away. Animal Atlas will be right back. Until next time on Animal Atlas.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Phil.
People out there?
Yep, people.
Ring around the rosy. I'm dizzy.
Got him.
To be or not to be?
Bubbles.
And they're off. As they run the first turn, the zebra's in the lead because no one else is racing.
Darling, alone at last.
Tag, you're it.
Once again, we've traveled the globe from North and South America to Africa and Asia to Australia and every fascinating place in between. We've met all kinds of incredible animals and learned some important facts about their ability to survive and flourish on our planet. And with our help, we'll make sure they're around for a long time to come. Join us next week for another amazing adventure on Animal Atlas.